So we'll begin in a moment with David LaGrand. David, welcome. Please provide us with your opening comments, and remember you have 2 minutes.
Sure. Thanks everyone for coming out. Obviously candidates have something invested in this, but it's good to see people out here who want to talk about city issues. Before I start, there are only 2 of us here, and I suppose if one of us hadn't showed up, I don't know what would have happened, but I wanted to at least briefly mention what I know about the 2 people who didn't come. Mike Booker, I've heard nothing but good things about as I've gone door to door. He works at the Veterans Home, and I think he's a very committed person, and I think he'd make a fine city commissioner from everything that I've heard. Dan Korndike operates a small insurance agency. He's got a long history of service in the community too. His literature is out there, so I hope some of you can grab it and compare it. But in interest of fairness, those are the other 2 people who aren't here, and I hope you get a chance to see some of their stuff, or maybe meet them when they go door to door. I'm running for city commission, and I like to say that I'm not running against anybody, I'm running for the city. I'm running because I think that I have a unique skill set to bring to bear, and I think that I can do a job on city commission that needs to be done. I think that, I'll just tell you briefly about myself. I'm, at this point, the only person running who started a small business. As a matter of fact, I've started a number of them. And if I were elected to city commission, I'd be the only person on the city commission who's got the small business perspective, which is a little strange when you think about it. I think that it's important for the city's broader perspective that we not just have people who are, right now we've got 2 ministers, a teacher and a social worker. I think it's important to have some small business perspective there. I'm also, I was a prosecutor for 8 years, and that gives me a lot of background in community safety issues. I'm invested in this ward. I've got businesses here, my home is here, my family is here. I'm not going anywhere, and it's important to me that the city face the challenges in front of it. I think briefly there are 3 challenges we've got to deal with. The first is figuring out how to save money. The second is how to grow the tax base, and the third is how to keep our quality of life.
Thank you, Mr. LaGrand.
Let me just say that I'm, again, glad to have all the questions. I think these are important issues, and as I said partway through, I'm only one person, I've only got one brain. I think that one of the things that is important to remember if you're in politics is you've got to be able to listen to people. You've got to be able to look at things from more than one perspective, and you've got to be able to respect differences of opinions. Now, that being said, let me hark back to what I said right at the beginning. It's too bad that there weren't 4 people here. I think that Ms. Kelly would be a fine commissioner. I've heard nothing but good things about her as I've been going door to door. She has a great reputation in the community, and I think she would do a fine job. If any of you want to vote for her, well done. I think that on balance, the reason I'm running for city commission is because I think that I bring skill set to the table that the commission really needs right now. I am an attorney. I understand good policy. I understand good law. I understand bad law. I understand confidentiality of things. And I am a small business owner, and that means a couple of things. It means that I am actually in the position of managing things, but it also means, and making the hard decisions that have to be made in business. It also means that I know day in and day out that I have to keep an eye on the bottom line. You don't stay in business very long if you don't. The city is in a situation right now where we need someone who can figure out how to intelligently put the pieces together and come up with a budget that works. We also, however, have to have someone who's got the experience and the input to help us grow the tax base and how to encourage investment. And I think that I can do a good job with that. I think that I am uniquely positioned to cooperate with other levels of government. I think that I'm uniquely positioned to bring other people into the conversation. As I said before, I've got endorsements from people all across the spectrum, and that means that those people are talking to me right now. And I would like to bring that unanimity to city commission.
Thank you, Mr. LaGrand.